والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم تنزيل العزيز الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back, dear brothers and sisters. To all those new brothers and sisters who are joining, I welcome you all. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair for joining, and may Allah help us to learn the language of Quran and try and understand His message in its true sense. So going forward, inshallah, today we are in our class number 35 and we are doing lesson number 14, Ad-Dars al-Rabia Ashara from Medina book 1. So before we go, as usual, we're going to practice our pronouns. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. Just to remind you, these are damir munfasil, and these are the marfu form of pronouns. Whenever you see these type of pronouns, huwa, huma, that means these are always marfu and they come in jumlatul ismiya as a mubtada. And when these forms of pronouns are attached to a verb, and they will be fa'il. So these are things which you need to remember about these pronouns, these forms of pronouns. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna. So we got damir muttasil, and we got a different forms of pronouns, a different way of writing, and it is called damir muttasil, means which is attached. So they can be attached to different words. So we're going to see in a minute. So what do we have? For huwa, it becomes hu, huma remains huma, hum remains hum, hiya becomes ha, and huma remains huma, hunna remains hunna. And from anta, it becomes to ka. Anta becomes ka, antuma becomes kuma, antum becomes kum, anti becomes ki, antuma becomes kuma, antunna becomes kunna, ana becomes ya, nahnu becomes na. So these are all always attached. They're attached to some word. So what are the words they can be attached to? What we have seen before is they can be attached to a mudaf, where it becomes mudaf ilayhi. They can be attached, the damir muttasil can be attached to a harf jar, and then it will be ism majroor, and it can be attached to a zarf, and it will be a mudaf ilayhi. So these damir muttasil, what we have done before, is a majroor form. There's another place where these damir muttasil and go and attach themselves. What is that? It is a fa'al. They can attach to a fa'al as well. And when they get attached to a fa'al, what they become is, they become maf'ulun bihi. Maf'ulun bihi. And it is mansoob. So it's not majroor, it is a mansoob form. So we have to remember this. And this fa'il and maf'ulun bihi is a relationship. What does it mean? Which means between these two, no other word can come in between. So they're always attached to each other. So if anything has to describe the word, and anything attached, describing or related to the word which is here, like about fa'il, about a fa'il, or about mudaf, then it has to come after these damir muttasil. So that is why it is important to recognize the relationships and what comes after it. So which we're going to learn today, inshallah. So this is the conversation between a group of young boys. Al-fityatu. Fityatu is the plural of fatan. Fatan means young boy. In al-fityatu is the plural of young boys. The young boys are saying Assalamu alaikum. And who are they telling to? They are telling to Hamid. And Hamid is replying Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let's analyze this one. So ala is harf jar and kum is ism majroor. So we know harf jar ism majroor is the khabar muqaddam, and mubtada muakhar, normally we know it is indefinite, but here we say assalamu, it is definite. It becomes definite to give more emphasis. So this is like a picturesque way of telling that upon you is the peace. So it's giving a very intense meaning, you can say. So wa alaykum assalam, and waw is ataf, and rahmatu is mawtufun ala, and it is mudaf. Rahmatu Allah is mudaf ilayhi, and waw is ataf again, and barakatu is mudaf, and hu is mudaf ilayhi. So alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So ahdul fityati means one of the young boys. So ahdu is mudaf, al fityati is mudaf ilayhi. So one of them, he's telling kayfa haluka. So we see ya ammi, ya ammi means here it is addressing to the uncle, so it becomes haluka. Kayfa haluka ya ammi. Ammu is mudaf, and because of ya mutakallim it becomes ammi, and ya mutakallim is mudaf ilayhi. So how are you? Yeah, oh my uncle. So Hamid is telling ana bi khair. So whenever anybody asks you kaifa haluka, we say ana bi khair. Bi is harf jar and khair is ism majroor, and always we have to follow it with walhamdulillah. Ana bi khair walhamdulillah. So there are two sentences here. Ana mubtada bi khair jar majroor shibu jumla khabar, waw ataf, and alhamdu is again mubtada, lillah is jar majroor shibu jumla khabar. So kaifa halukum, asking them again, and ask him man antum, who are you? And here ahadu, whom, say one of them. So whom represents to al fityatu, ahaduhum. Nahnu, we are abna'ul dakturil Musa. So nahnu is mubtada, damir munfasil. Abna'u is plural for ibnu, is sons. So we are sons of who? It is Doktur, mudaf ilayhi. So what is Musa doing here? This Musa is describing doctor, this Doktur. So this becomes a badal. So if you see here, if you say nahnu abna'u Musa, it makes sense. If you say nahnu abna'u Doktur, it makes sense. So Doktur and Musa, they are both interchangeable. So when you have interchangeable nouns, so the noun which comes after is called a badal, and the noun which comes before, it's called mubdal minhu, the one which has been replaced. Mubdal minhu, like naat man'ud. So you have badal and mubdal minhu. So Hamid is saying ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. So these words, 3 words, basically it means welcome, but there is a lot of description. So these are all, if you see here, they are mansoob, and there's a lot of description. Each word is a sentence, which we'll be learning in book 3 inshallah. So at the moment we just remember that ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban means welcome. Abukum sadiqi. Abu is mudaf. How do we know it's marfu? Because of waw is sign, because it's from asma'ul khamsa, and kum is mudaf ilayhi. Abukum, your father, is sadiqi, is my friend. Sadiqu is mudaf, and ya mutakallim is mudaf ilayhi. Ammukum, he's saying ammukum ash-shaykhu Isa. Your uncle, is your uncle Sheikh Isa? They're asking. He's asking. So ash-shaykhu is mubtada mu'akhar, is because it's coming with al to just more emphasis. Your uncle is the Sheikh, and Isa is badal because it's interchangeable. Your uncle Isa or your uncle Sheikh. So they say, one of them, he says he is ill. Huwa maridun. The Sheikh Isa is marid. If you see here, so this nouns, it is ending with the alif maksura. So it doesn't take a normal vowel sign. So badal, it will always follow what is it replaces. Ash-shaykh is having dhamma. So literally this noun should also have dhamma, but because it is alif maksura, it is a sound. It's not a word as such in literal sense. It doesn't carry any vowel sign. So one of them is telling huwa maridun. Huwa mubtada, maridun is khabar mufrad. Huwa al-an, and he is at the moment. Al-an is zarf, zarf zaman means tell about time now. Fil mustashfa. So if you see here again, this noun is ending with alif maksura. It doesn't take a vowel sign because it's a sound. So fil mustashfa. So but it is a ism majroor. So Hamid is telling, oh shafahullahu. So we need to analyze this sentence. Shafahullahu. Shafa, this is a jumlatul fi'liya. How do we know jumlatul fi'liya? This is two words. Shafa is a verb which means he healed. So which ends with alif maksura again here, if you see here. So we're going to learn about the verbs and all the nouns about alif maksura in detail again. But just to give a brief understanding of how this word is constructed. So shafa is ending with alif maksura. But when you add a damir muttasil, see who is a damir muttasil. So this is a maf'ulun bihi. This is not a file. So we need to know if a verb is on its own and nothing is attached, the file is not attached, we need to look for the file. So where are we looking for the file? Here it is Allahu. Shafahullahu. This is how we say. So Allahu with Dhamma, the word Allah, and that is the file. And when the word with alif maksura, you have a attached pronoun or damir muttasil, then you write it as shafahu. See, this alif maksura turns into alif, a normal alif, and a damir is written. So and then we have Allahu. So Allahu is the fa'il. So we have fa'il, which is shafa, and fa'il is Allahu, Allah heal, and who is maf'ulun bihi, him. So this becomes a dua. When we use in this form, it becomes may Allah heal him, may Allah cure him. Shafahullah. So another jumlatul fa'la we use in our daily life is jaza. Jaza is ending with alif maksura, and when you attach a pronoun like for anta, normally we say in front of us, if anybody is doing us a favor, we say so ka. So we say jazaka. So may Allah reward you. And Allahu is the fa'il. So jazakallahu. So this, when a damir is attached, this alif maksura turns into normal alif. So this is how it is constructed. So shafahullahu is a jumlatul fa'liya. So fa'il, fa'il and maf'ulun bihi. That's what we look for. So Hamid is asking, man hadihil tiflatu? Man hadihit tiflatu? Who is this? Tifl is means young child. So tiflah means girl child. So man hadihit tiflatu allati. Allati is ismu mawsula lil mu'annath, and ma'akum is silatul mawsul. Who is this young girl child with you? That is with you. And one of them, ahaduhum, he says, hiya ukhtuna. She is our sister. Ukhtu is mudaf and na is mudaf ilayhi. So Hamid is asking, masmuha. Masmuha, see, hamzatul wasl, so you don't pronounce it. Masmuha, when a word comes, and ahadum, one of them, he says, ismuha. So when it is on its own, when it's standing, starting a sentence with hamzatul wasl, you produce the sound. Ismuha Layla. So noun with alif maksura again. Ismuha Layla. Aina baytukumul jadidu. Where is? So this is, we need to understand here why the sign, the case endings are so important. So whether it can change the meaning of a sentence. So if we see in this sentence, we say aina means where. So it's adatul istifham, so interrogative particle. So we leave it apart. So baytu. Baytu is mudaf and kum is mudaf ilahi, your house. But what is al-jadidu here? Al-jadidu is actually, if you see, it's coming with dhamma. And what do we have dhamma in this compound here? It is baytu. So this al-jadidu is representing the baytu. Because this compound mudaf ilahi is a separable relationship. You cannot separate them. So they always written together. But anything which is describing a mudaf has to come after mudaf ilayhi. So here al-jadidu is actually, it is a na'at which is describing the house, new house. If you want to say just the new house, we'll say al-baytu al-jadidu. If you want to say your house, we say baytukum. How do you want to say your new house? We say baytukumul jadidu. So al-jadidu is naat for baytu. Let's do some more examples to give you more better understanding. So if you say baytul imami, the house of imam. But here, if you see al-jadidu, what is this al-jadidu? If you see damma, it is describing the house. If this was a kasra, the whole sentence would change. If you say baytul imamil jadidi, house of new imam. But here we have al-jadidu. So we say, how do we translate? When we translate, we say the new house of imam. So naat man'ut is described first and then mudaf ilayhi. So this is how it's important to understand the vowel sign and to write and to understand. So same thing here, maktabul waladil maksuru. Maktabu means desk, the desk of boy. But here we have al maksuru. So how we translate? We translate the broken. Maksuru means broken, the broken desk of the boy. This thing. And nafidatul ghurfati, so the window of the room. But maftuhun, the open window of the room. So this is how it is written. So mudaf ilayhi cannot be separated. Anything describing mudaf has to come after mudaf ilayhi, and we need to see the vowel sign. What is it describing? Whether it is describing mudaf or whether it is describing mudaf ilayhi, depending on the sign. So it's very important to understand the case endings. So just a sentence like hadihi sayyaratul mudiri al qadimatu. See, al qadimatu means it's describing the car. So old car of mudir. This is the old car of the head teacher. So one of them is telling, so baytun al jadidu, our new house. Al jadidu is describing the baytu. Qareebu min al matar. Qareeb means near. Qareeb always comes with min, and ba'id, which is min far, always comes with an. So qareeb min al matar. Matar means airport. So our house, our new house is near from airport. Hamid is asking again, antum fil madrasatil sanawiyati. Sanawiyya means secondary. Come from ithnan, sanawiyya. So are you in secondary school? This is a naat for al madrasa. Al madrasatu al thanawiyatu. So one of them, ahaduhum, he's telling la. See, when a question is starting with a, then you always answer with na'am or la. So he's telling la. Nahnu bil jami'ah. So we are in university. Ana, I am. So we have all sentences jumlatul ismiya coming here. I am fi kulliya. Kulliya means department or faculty. So I am in faculty of handasa, engineering. I am in faculty of engineering. Wow, ataf, mahmudun. Sorry. If you see different nouns, mahmudun is a triptot. It can take fatha, damma, kasra. So fi kulliyati tib, in faculty of medicine. Wa Ibrahimu. If you see here, it is a diptot. It only takes fatha and damma. Wa Ibrahimu fi kulliyati shari'iyya. So he is in Sharia, department of Sharia. And wa Yusufu, and Yusuf is in fi kulliyati tijara, is in commerce, department of commerce. So Hamid is asking, man zalikal fata, who is that young boy? And he's describing, so allazi is describing the fata. So it's ismu mausul, and we need to have a silatul mausul. Man zalikal fata allazi fi sayyaratikum. So he says sayyarati is mudaf and kum mudaf ilayhi. Who is that young boy? The one who is in your car. Huwa zamili. Mahmud is telling huwa zamili. Zamilu is khabar, and wawa mudaf, and ya mutakallim mudaf ilayhi. So Hamid is asking, min aina huwa, where is he from? So Mahmud is replying. So if you see these names here, Hamid, Mahmud, see all the root words are same. Ha, mim, dal is Hamida, Mahmudun. So these are all different constructions which we're going to learn inshallah. So just to remind you. So Hamidun is asking, min aina huwa? Mahmud is telling, huwa min Inkaltarra. He is from England. So Hamid is asking, masmuhu, what is his name? So Mahmud is telling Ismuhu Williamu. His name is Williamu. So if you see here, one Dhamma, because it is a non-Arab name, is a foreign name, William. So it will have it is a diptote. So Williamu. Diptote means Mamnu' minas sarf. So it does not take kasra. So I'm just saying, a Muslim huwa, is he a Muslim? So see again, the question is starting with a. So we expect a na'am or la. He's saying la, no. Huwa nasraniyu, he is Christian. Abuhu, so Abu is Asma'ul Khamsa. So alamatu raf'u is wal wa'u, and that is mudaf. And who is mudaf ilayhi? His father is Ustazi, my teacher. So again, Ustazu is khabar, and wahuwa mudaf ya mutakallim mudaf ilayhi. Ismuhu, his name is Ad-Dukturu Edwardu. See again, one dhamma, diptote. Saying his name is Dr. Edward. So what is Edward here? It is badal for doctor. So his name is Edward or his name is doctor. So these are interchangeable. So that's why it is Edward is badal. So azahabtum ilal mustashfa li ziyarati ammikum al-yawm. So remember, ammi is ill, he is in mustashfa. So the Hamid is asking, did you go? Is a harfu istifham, so keep it separate. Dhahabtum. So what is dhahabtum? Dhahab is a jumlatul fi'l, yeah, he's a fi'l. Only dhahab is fi'l. And where are we looking for file? File is attached. It is tum. So tum means in front of you, antum. So adhabtum, did you go? So zahaba always comes with ila. So you say azahabtum ilal mustashfa, did you go to mustashfa hospital? And why? Li is harf jar. Remember, li means belongs to or for. So here it means for ziyarati means for visiting, to visit ammikum. So ziyarati ammi, ziyarati is ism majrur wa huwa mudaf, ammi is mudaf ilayhi, again wa huwa mudaf, kum is final mudaf ilayhi. So li ziyarati, for visit of your uncle, al-yawm, today. So Yusuf is telling na'am dhahabna. See, this is the whole sentence. Yes, we went. Dhahab is the fa'il, na is fa'il, which represent nahnu. We went. Dhahabna. So this is our conversation between Hamid and the boys. So try and write these sentences and look at what we have discussed, and inshallah we will continue in our next session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.